It's the show that sucks with your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. A little light is shining through the window. Let me know everything is alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
Has commentating hindered your ability to place fourth place at local tournaments?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it has. I just suck. I just don't practice anymore. It's not because of the commentary. It's more about just life in general. You know, you turn 30
Just life?
and you're like, just
You're
life.
30?
I'm 30.
Wow, you should kill yourself.
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
Oh man, that's still forever my favorite intro to the show.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Okay, is my mic good this week?
Your mic is fantastic. What'd you do?
I took out the extension cord and now I'm plugged directly into my computer, but like I had to lean forward in order to do this. So,
That's okay. I mean, everybody can get a good, clean look at whatever new glasses, whatever you're wearing.
I have to wear them because I get eye strain when I look at computers too long. Because my day job, I look at computers for 8 hours, and I come home and look at computers for 15 hours, and then I go back to do my job and look at computers. So I've been doing that for like 8 months now, and my eyes are not liking it. There's a reflection though. I kind of want to take them off.
So what did you want to talk about first?
Fuck, that's hot.
There's a few things. There's CEO. There's Evo. We still
Let's-
got an
let's do
extra
CEO.
week. CEO.
Because yeah, dude, I'm taking these glasses off. There's a reflection. I don't like it. Ow. All right. Anyways, yeah, let's talk about CEO. Did you watch it, Harrison?
Yeah, I did because I was at your house and I watched it.
Yeah, we were watching it together. And yeah, it was pretty good. Besides like the actual CEO gaming stream, which sucked dick.
On blast.
Yeah, I mean it did. Let's just be real. Let's be real. And they were running behind when they really shouldn't have been. So
Yeah, what was the deal? Do we know why they ran behind? It was just because.
I don't know.
Just because?
I don't know. My problem with the stream, my biggest problem, because I'm a Marvel fan, is that they did not stream any pools of Marvel. They streamed one pool, and that was it. Then they streamed
It was
all
like
this
2
other
hours,
shit.
right?
Yeah, and there were so many other games that like probably didn't even be streamed or maybe had a side stream. But like Marvel was so stacked that tournament. There's so many good pool matches that no one saw. There were so many good like storylines. There was drama and stuff during pools. And people were getting crazy. No one saw any of that. No one knows any about it. That's just not gonna be recorded. And you know, Arturo wasn't there.
I mean, it's gonna happen.
I wasn't there, so
to
no one
some
took
extent
videos.
at every tournament, right?
Yeah, but this is 75% of the tournament pretty much just wasn't shown, and no one knows what's happening. No one was recording videos, so it's like it's just gone.
Was that part of the schedule? Like, was it just Marvel was going to be streamed for 2 hours and that's it, or because it didn't seem like it?
I didn't see the full schedule, but I guess that was the plan because I don't know if they ran behind and they just couldn't show Marvel.
That sucks. They had like 3 or 4 streams, right?
They had 3.
3?
They had Smash, Capcom, and then CEO Gaming, I believe.
And it's just a 2-day event, right? Like technically a 3-day with
It's
the
technically a 3-day.
exhibition on Friday, right?
Yeah, and they had some pools on Friday, I think.
And there was also some kind of like quote unquote money match. Do you want to explain that? Because you seem kind of like disappointed.
Okay, so there's an
About that.
exhibition called Money in the Bank, and it was sponsored by One Frame Link, and they were doing this whole Twitter thing where it's just like, One Frame Link, gotta retweet this thing, and we're gonna count it because we have technologies and shit. So I'm like, oh, cool, whatever. You know, promoting stuff. And I thought they were putting money into it, but they totally weren't, and I guess it wasn't for money. So that whole concept wasn't for money. I understand it's based off the wrestling thing, Money in the Bank, where you have to climb the ladder or whatever. But if you
Yeah.
have like money in the name, I expect it to be for money. Like I don't know if that's like crazy of me to assume, but
Especially
I
with
expected it what that was for money, and it wasn't. And then like I was like, oh, who the fuck cares then?
and the reputation that exhibitions have gotten. I mean, they've gotten a little better, I guess.
If it's not for money, then I don't think it matters at all.
Yeah, I just I
If I was
feel
a
like
smarter player, I would lose.
I feel like that happens. I think you're not the only one that agrees with you about that.
And then the whole Royal Rumble was just straight up canceled because of internet issues or what have you.
That sucks.
So that was just straight up just not happening. So they had one, and then they had the Project M exhibition thingy. I didn't really watch that because I don't give a shit about Project M
Hey, it got like 20,000 viewers or something.
for Smash. Yeah.
Yeah, got a lot. So good for them.
Yeah. See, but yeah, Marvel top 8 was okay. A lot of usual suspects. We had Rubex though, that got top 8 finally. Pretty sure that was his first top 8.
Yeah, he was on another level. I felt like.
Yeah, he was doing
He
well.
was
He
just
even
doing everything
he
perfectly.
beat Apology Man in pools, I believe, or semifinals. I don't know
Beat
what.
Apology Man. He beat Flocker, right?
And he beat Flocker. Yep. So like these great matches. I don't know how he beat him, but we'll never see him.
Yeah, we did.
Whatever.
We watched it.
Wait, was Flocker on the stream?
Yeah,
When he beat
we
Flocker?
watched it.
Oh, we watched it,
Yeah,
dude.
it was top 8, wasn't it? It was top 8. Because it was on Sunday.
I thought it was during pools. Am I crazy?
No. No.
I
I
don't
think
know.
you're crazy.
I think I'm crazy, man.
Yeah, I
You're
think you're
shooting
crazy.
videos, so I'm crazy, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, we both watched Street Fighter. What did you think of Street Fighter? I watched some pools for Street Fighter. It was pretty cool.
I thought it was great, to be honest. I thought every match was ridiculously hype. I still haven't got a chance to see all of it because I had to drive home. But I caught the grand finals, and I had this weird, like, not like a weird moment or anything, but we do this all the time in like, quote unquote, like real sports, whatever you want to call it, where the game is over and you're talking with your friends or you're listening to an analyst or whatever, and you're going through why the manager did so and so during the game. And I saw a lot of people doing that with Momochi versus Infiltration on why Momochi picked Jury and all these other random characters. And I don't know, I just thought that was kind of cool and interesting that people are caring that much about fighting games now, to break down why somebody actually wanted to do that and if it was a good decision or not, when it doesn't really matter. Like nothing that we say is ever gonna like really affect that person. But I don't know, I just think it's cool that people are talking about fighting games like that now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of analysis usually when it comes to super high level Street Fighter. Like, why did they pick this? Why is this? But like, I feel like Ultra gives that some credence because people just don't know. Like, people don't know if Elena's like the best matchup for against fucking Ryu now, or people just don't know.
That,
So there's
and
a lot
like,
of
who knows?
uncertainty about matchups right now, and people like to discuss it.
Yep. And who knows why he picked Jury or why he picked DiCaprio. That was out of left field. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah,
Just one
DiCaprio
game.
was weird.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. The
His
Jury
DiCaprio
thing,
though was very good.
he was doing he was just abusing hands. Like a lot of, I feel like majority of DiCaprio's right now don't abuse her hands, and they're good. It's only -3. Can't get punished for it. And Momochi was really abusing that, but it didn't really matter. Infiltration kind of just bodied him at the end. I felt like it's like download complete. Give me my money. I'll see you at Evo.
Yeah.
And I have a good feeling those two are gonna be in top 8. Because Infiltration has been kind of slacking a little bit, but that grand finals, I felt like, okay, this is the infiltration that has won Evo before, in my opinion. And Momochi, he's. I think a lot of people wish he would just stick with Ken all the way through, but nobody knows that Jury matchup, and Jury only got buffs, so I can really see Jury carrying him through matches he's not 100% comfortable with as Ken, and just kind of just do his thing against people who don't know the matchup. And then once he gets those higher caliber matches where he's got to fight higher caliber people, that Ken is just going to be there waiting for him to play solid. So I think he's got a good shot to at least get top 8, because you never know what happens at Evo.
No,
with
we'll
top 8.
Talk about that when the discussion of Evo comes around. But I have a very poignant theory.
You do?
Yeah.
Would you want to talk anything more about CEO?
I thought it was a good event. Their in-house stream sucked, and they should hire someone other, get a new person or get more equipment, because that camera looked like it was straight VHS filming some 80s porn. Like, it straight up sucked. Like, sorry. Get some better equipment, get better internet, maybe need a new venue, I don't know. But it just sucked.
It's a good venue, and I'd imagine it's hard for Jabali to give that up, just because he's been there for a while. That's a good venue, but the stream is so important.
Yeah,
it is so important now. It's
the perception of your tournament is determined by your stream. Like, say, like, there's people in chat, and obviously they joke, and people on Twitter aren't 100% serious, but there's like, man, CEO sucks, this stream sucks, but like, the event's probably fine. The event's probably amazing. Everyone's having a good time, you know, eating Popeyes.
The event looked sick.
Yeah.
When I was watching it, I was like, wow, I wish I was there.
But it just skews your opinion of it if the stream is bad. And it really shouldn't, but it does.
It shouldn't, but
it does. It's branding.
Yep.
Marketing. Just a subtle form of it. But yeah, so
that's kind of it for CEO.
Pretty much it. There was some. I don't think I watched anything else besides like 9 hours of Killer Instinct and 15 hours of CBS 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was cool. So we're gonna talk about. Let's just talk about some stuff before we talk about Evo. We have Curly Mustache coming up, as well as Alpha Clash, if you're a Street Fighter aficionado. So Curly Mustache is this weekend. It's at Club 550. So if you're in the area, you can always drop in. All the details are up.
I believe it's Venue 550.
Venue 550. And you can find the details.
Hey, it makes a difference. If somebody tries to Google it and they try and search Club 550, they're not going to find it.
There is a Club 550 in San Francisco. I get mixed up. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all the info is on IPLAYWINNER.
Yeah. So that's going to be fun. And then the next week we have Evo. Evo's only 2 weeks away, Harrison. When I was trying to plan my weekend, I was like, oh, fuck, I have Curly. What's my next weekend? Oh, fuck, it's Evo.
I know. I didn't realize that until it was last night. I was at Wyoming Dojo, and Pete's like, are you going to Evo? To like somebody else, and I was like, and he's like, yeah, and I was like, oh shit, Evo. It's like, wait, that's next weekend, and I still have to do stuff.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be fucking massive. So I know people have been trolling about how some games are getting less entrants and stuff, but overall, there are more entries than last year. People don't remember that last year had both Mortal Kombat and Injustice, and there was a crossover of probably around 80%. Like, yeah,
that's true.
A lot of the MK guys play Injustice. A lot of the Injustice guys play MK. So it wasn't really unique people that signed up. It was just they were just signing up for multiple tournaments, and I feel like that's a lot more this year. Plus, the Ultra numbers I feel is a lot of the new people just coming out, supporting the game because of Ultra. Not because it's just people entering both. I think Ultra's bringing in a lot of new people, and it's probably one of the bigger growth spurts we're probably going to see in
Like
terms
just
of
new
Capcom
people in
games.
general.
Yeah, I honestly think
Just 100% new people, like no crossover or anything.
Yeah.
Because I know there might be a little bit of leakage
there
from
might
other
be,
games,
but
just because
it's
the
not.
Ultras
It's
come
not. Doesn't explain 20% or whatever, or it's just people saving up money to go this year instead
And you
of last
can't
year.
you can't sign up anymore, right?
No.
You can't. Okay. So that's it.
Yeah, it's nearly 2,000 people. It's 1950 something.
And all of
double.
the smaller games, I feel like got a decent amount of people too.
Yeah, I mean, everything past Smash got good numbers. It might be a little less
I think it
than
was
their previous years,
yeah.
but I still think it's fine. Like Tekken has like 300 people or something.
But you
I
kind
think
of
that's fine.
you kind of expect that out of Tekken now. Like
The only
I
the only
hate to say
game
that.
the only game that fell really badly was Injustice. It's almost 50% less people, and that's a big deal because their game is on life
They just
support
gotta
at the
hurry
moment.
up and make that Mortal Kombat X, dude.
That Mortal Kombat X is gonna kill that game because like right now.
Oh yeah,
from
it's
what
going
I
to
hear,
kill it. Yeah, for
From
sure.
what I hear, it's top 8. Just there's not top 8's not gonna be like different characters like how it was a couple. I want to say a couple, probably like 6 months back. There's like all these characters just placing in tournaments, and people are like, oh, what the fuck's wrong with this game? But now it's pretty much Aquaman and Superman and Doomsday. So it's like
I haven't kept up with it, so
this is just from what I'm hearing. So it might be another shitty top 8, and if it's a shitty top 8, I will not be surprised if they boo it because last year's was really bad. I left. I never leave usually.
I couldn't
left
leave,
to go eat.
or I would have left. But yeah, it was pretty bad, which is really unfortunate because like top 16 and all the other matches were really good.
Oh yeah,
In my opinion, like if
I
you watch
thought
all
semifinals was good.
yeah, semifinals was great, and then it was just really unfortunate that the top 8 kind of sucked.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's gonna be massive. There is a note though. The casino that we're staying at just got bought out like I think 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So they changed the name to something. So just be wary of that when you go in. I don't know if they're gonna change the signs or anything. I have no idea. So if you're flying in or driving in, make sure you get to the right address. I feel like it might be a problem. I don't know what they're doing with that whole thing. I have no details. So yeah. And yeah, so you want to talk about some of the pools that just got released?
I was gonna say, I guess we're starting to talk about Evo, right? So
Yes, we're talking about Evo.
yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I did a whole list. It is on IPLAYWINNER.com right now, and it is a tentative list. There's people are saying there's stuff's gonna be changed a lot, but I just did one anyways, and there are duplicates names, so they're gonna be changed. So I'm gonna be updating that once it's fully changed, and on that list you can also see a link to the bracket as well. So if you need to search a player that you're interested in, say Apology Man. Control F, Apology Man, you can see his bracket, see who's good in his bracket, and you can do that for any Marvel player. If you're not on the list, you can always tweet me at Honzo Gonzo and say, hey, I should be on this list. And if I reply, no, you suck, then, money match me. I don't know. But
I got the list up front, so if you want to go through it.
It's mainly people that I think are going to make it out of the pool or have a chance to make it out of the pool. And there are some people who I know are going to be mad that I didn't include them, but I really just don't think they're going to make it out of the pool. So that's what I'm trying to express in that. And we can go through it if you want. My face can be all bright because of IPLAYWINNER's background, but
I mean, I got the list up.
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling through it.
I'll put it right here.
Damn,
Okay.
there's it's Evo, man. There's a lot of pools. You can just
There's a lot.
You can do some pools of death. I know they're probably going to be changed. That's usually what happens with like the first wave of pool of deaths. Is it?
Okay,
They
I'll
kind of
do some of them that I'm interested in.
okay.
Falcomus full schedule is pool.
Can you name
I-44.
the? Okay, yeah.
I-44 Falcomus full schedule. I'd be very interested in that match. I think that is a great clash of styles, and it's two completely separate regions, NorCal and Florida. So I think that's going to be a very crazy match. Filipino champion Dios X first round I-45.
How fast do you think that's going to be changed?
Probably immediately. But
Yeah.
I mean, Dios doesn't have any points,
That's true.
so he technically shouldn't be seeded away. Like he is. I mean, for all intents and purposes, he should be seeded away from that. But if you're going by Evo standard rules, he really shouldn't be seeded, and he should be playing Filipino champ. They were in the same bracket last year or 2 years ago. Right after the Curly drama, so it was 2 years ago. They were in the same bracket, and they did play in pools. So I mean, if you don't have points, you shouldn't be seeded away. That match should probably stay happening. In that pool too, there is also Dora, who's Dora Bang, the very good Bang player. He plays Marvel with the FRB guys. And then Fruit Punch, who's an online warrior. He plays a very mean Deadpool team, I believe. And then Bulba Mike, who is a England cat. He's coming out, and he's very good as well. So that's a good pool to watch. I-45. I-50. We have another run back. So it's Marlin Pie versus the Don, 3-2-3. Now, no one knows this story for whatever reason, but Marvel players do if they're at Evo 2012. So the Don actually eliminated Marlin Pie hella randomly in the tournament. And it was just like
out of pools or in
this
pools?
was probably top 128, something like that. Because I placed higher than Marlon Pie because I made fun of him for it. So I know he lost before that. So that was, that's a run back. He plays Morgan Dante Doom, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And that's another run back. And it's very highly anticipated, in my opinion. So that's another crazy pool. I-51, Apology Man and Wolf. If you guys don't know who Wolf is, that's Esteban. He's a very funny guy. He translates for the Mexican players as well as does some Japanese translation. He is a very, very good hacker player. I think he's probably one of the best players in Mexico, even though I'm pretty sure none of the Mexicans think that. But I honestly do think he's one of the best from what I've seen. So that will be a cool pool to watch. And then we have another one, I-61 is Insane, Ugly Win, and PR Barog, Hypnotic Banana Man. Hypnotic Banana Man are two. Banana Man is a NorCal cat, and then Hypnotic is SoCal cat. They're both good, but I don't think they're as good as the other players in there. They might upset it, though. PR Barog is probably one of the best players in the country at the moment. I put him firmly top 3 in the entire tournament. But he is playing against Ugly Win. And Ugly Win, if you guys do not remember, is the Phoenix Wright player from Hawaii that beat Yipes last year. And his match versus Yipes was insane. It was crazy. And he was doing all this stuff with Phoenix Wright, and he just fucking destroyed Yipes. So that will be very interesting to watch. And Insane, while underrated, is also a very good player. He plays a very simple team, so he might even upset and beat PL Barrock. So I think that's going to be a pretty good pool to watch.
It's Evo, man. If you're like half decent at any game, you're scary, in my opinion. Like,
I will talk about that after we
Okay,
go through
alright.
the full pools, because there is a grand
Alright.
unifying theory.
Alright.
K42 is Kane Blue River Fizzy Cups and Hi I'm Nasty and Gox. Gox, I believe, is a Hawkeye player. I'm
Well,
not
Cambridge
entirely
River
sure.
is not making it out of that pool.
Here's the thing. Fizzy Cups is very scary. Now, people don't know about Fizzy Cups yet. And, he did very well at Final Round, but that dude is scary. He's probably one of the scariest players probably going into this tournament because people really don't have experience against him. He doesn't,
Nope.
travel that much. He traveled to Final Round and did very well, but he's going to start fucking shit up, just straight up. And I think Chaim Nasty is also a very underrated player who's very good. And King Blue River, obviously, everyone knows how well he does. But Fizzy Cups actually has a winning record when King Blue River was staying with Angelic, because Fizzy Cups and Angelic live like 2 doors down from each other for whatever reason. So they play a bunch, and Fizzy Cups actually beat King Blue River quite a bit from what I hear. So King Blue River might be in losers out of pools, or might not even make it out of pools. So that's crazy. And then we have another pool, which I'll be interested to see. K44 is Lethro and Nerdjosh. Lethro, if you guys don't know who he is, he's this YouTuber who is a European guy. He plays Beautiful Joe, Phoenix Wright, and something else. I forget his other character. But he's a very good player, and he's probably the most popular Marvel personality outside of Maximilian. I mean, he's a very large fan base, so he's coming to America, and he's gonna play Nerjosh, and Nerjosh is also a very good Morgan player, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if Josh will get gimmicked out. That'll be interesting to watch. Should have highlighted these.
There's not that many left.
L45, Abegan, Killer Kai, Ramasama.
Oh, that's a good pool. Damn.
Yeah, everyone knows all those players. It's crazy. There's 2 big body teams in there, and Killer Kai. That's gonna be probably one of the most upsetting pools because I think everyone likes those players. So one of them is not making it out of that pool. So all this has changed. This was all put up today. So you have to remember some of this might change, and if it is changed, then I'll update.
Why did you put Mike Ross as a player for Marvel?
Because he was so I did the entire list, and I noticed I had some pools that aren't actually listed up on the website because I searched for them manually. So I went into a bunch of their test pools or something. So I got all these weird ass matchups that don't exist. So it was the Mike Ross versus CJ Showstopper was like the first match. I was like, what the fuck? And
really?
So, yeah, but it's not official. It's not like a real bracket. They have fake brackets to help make the real brackets or something. I don't know why they existed, but that's what I thought was funny. Mike Ross has also beaten Nemo in tournament, so I mean.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
When?
There's a team tournament in CEO last year.
Oh my God. We count that now?
Yes.
1 games in Marvel. We count that. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Taitsu is a Japanese player who's very good. L51 is Trophy Club, Donkey, and GC Yoshi. Donkey is a very, very good Iron Man player, and he's very scary. But GC Yoshi is the scariest Chris in the world. That dude's Chris is the best.
Yeah, he's the best.
That will be a very interesting matchup. Donkey doesn't play as much as I think he plays more than what he says. But they're 2 Spencer players as well, so it'll be interesting to see how well they do against each other. Donkey had a very good showing last year, and he's been placing well at these other events. And then L52, we have CJ Showstopper, Bubbleland. Bubbleland is the Swedish Zero player who is.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was at the curly mustache before Evo last year.
Yes, he was, and he is good. He might be. I mean, he trains pretty much in isolation, from what I know. I don't know any other Swedish players. It's not true.
And then Bonchan is in there. He plays Marvel.
Bonchan does play Marvel. He's actually pretty good. He plays Wolverine, I believe.
Of course.
Priest, I know the name, but I forget his team. I really do, but I know he's good, kinda. So.
Wow, Ruin and Cloud 805 in the same pool.
I'm not done with that pool here.
Sorry.
DJ Hoshin and C Dizzy. C Dizzy coming out of the Midwest as one of the better players of Team Corn is JDM and C Dizzy. There was also a JDM pool that looked cool. It was Clockwork's pool. I don't know where that is. No, it was Wintinel. Wintinel and JDM have to play first.
You said Clockwork's pool?
No, it's. Oh, there's another pool that I forgot to mention. J52 is Fruitsy Momochi and Rusty Shackelford.
Wow, that's a stacked pool too.
Yeah, Momochi is very good at Marvel. Fruitsy, of course, is the Mexican Great Hope, and Rusty Shackelford is San Diego's Great Hope. So, I mean, that's also a very good pool. I can't find. It was Wintinel and JDM, I believe. I don't know what pool it was. I'll just control
K50, K47.
K47. So Wintinel, JDM, and Spiral and Tupperware are in the same pool. JDM and Wintinel have to play first round, which is crazy. But I mean, neither of them have seeding points that I know of, so they have to play first round. But JDM is probably one of the best Midwest players. He plays Zero and he dominates people. And then C Dizzy, I forget his team, but he does very well as well. DJ Hoshin, of course, Felicia, motherfucker. And L61, finally, Ruin and Cloud 805. We have a Zero pool full of zeros, Devil May Cry teams. So the ZMC is going to be full of affecting that pool. I feel bad for anyone in that pool because they have to play against two
Yeah, no
dumb,
kidding.
brain dead motherfuckers, and I feel bad for them if the pools stay the same. Largely, they will stay the same, from what I know. But I will be updating it. Christy and Martin are also in the same pool, H41. I think that's just funny.
That'll be on stream.
Yeah, that'd be...
We're 100% sure. If
Because
that
Martin
happens.
can...
Yeah,
he can
he can beat Chris G. Like, Martin is good, like, when he wants to be, I feel like.
I'm probably missing...
And he plays
some
Zero,
pools.
so... Plays Zero Strider.
J42 will be cool to see just because the character variety. Ponce, Corymon, Win Zero, and Somniac. Somniac comes from Australia. That'll be pretty cool for people to see. As well as J44, which has OGTY, the Japanese scroll player extraordinaire, Freedom, SoCal's Captain America motherfucker, Samuji, a Zero from Arizona, and Fubar Duck. I forget what team he's using now, but he used to use Trish. From what I remember from Vanilla. I forget what team he uses now. I think he uses... I know he uses Virgil, but I honestly forget his team. So that'll be cool to see just variety and clash of styles, because it's going to be all over the place. That's going to be a scrappy pool where shit's just going to happen. But I think OGTY will come out and win us, because that guy is very good. But you never know. You never know. There's a bunch of pools that are just going to be scrappy motherfuckers just killing each other. And so I want to bring up the point of Evo, and this extends to all games, I feel, and especially when your game is bigger, like let's say Street Fighter. All the random people that show up are the scariest people to play. Like, you can study up people and like, oh, these guys are very good, but when you sit down next to a guy who's just fucking you never met and he's acting crazy, or he's very quiet, or like he's fucking drunk, whatever, he could be a very good player and you have no idea. And it's scary going into that, because this is like not like you can't ask someone, oh, is this guy good? Oh my god, because usually at locals you can do that, or everyone or something. But this is the ultimate. I have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen in this tournament. So like, the brackets are gonna be fucked up. People just losing randomly to these players. Players proving themselves. Getting high up in the tournament.
Oh, you forgot that pool too. Damn.
Which one?
J47. Angelic, Crispy Tacos, and Dokito.
Yeah, Tokido's not that good anymore. From what I see.
Yeah, but he's still good, and it's Marvel, and it's Evo. And if your rules apply, then...
Angelic's gonna roll with that pool. Sorry, Crispy. I like you, but Angelic's too good.
He is really good.
He's gonna roll over that pool, in my opinion. He's playing Firebrand now? Ooh.
But I was talking... Somebody... one of these Cody players from, I believe, France, that I follow on Twitter... he tweeted out his pool, and then he asked if anybody knew anybody in his pool, and Driftwood was in his pool, and so I said, Driftwood is your pool, and he's like, is that the strongest person? And I was like, I don't know, but I'm always more scared of the random people.
It's so scary. There's some people
because you can look up, top players, you can look up their habits, things like that, but. Yeah, you might have some idea. It might be really, really good, but you know what's going to happen when you go into the match. When you play somebody random, it's a completely different experience.
There's so many people, and I watch a lot of Marvel. I don't think you guys realize. I know a lot of Marvel players. I've been watching shit for, coming on 3-4 years now. And, I see these people playing. I've never seen their names. Never heard of them, have no idea. They come from familiar scenes too. They'll be like, yeah, I'm from New York. Never come out, and they're just playing very well. And, it happens.
Yep.
There's players like that where you just don't know because you don't live there. And they're just very good. And it's crazy to see.
I got blown up last year by the jury that plays at Next Level. And I didn't know who the person was. And then after Evo, I was watching Next Level Battle Circuit, and I saw him on stream, and I was like, oh my god.
I mean, the first year Marvel was crazy because of Phoenix, and Phoenix changed the game, because there was one pool, it was all I think we counted, there was 7 Wolverine Phoenixes in the pool.
Oh my god.
And so like all the pools were just
Wolverine Phoenix?
yeah. And then like Crisis played this Australian Phoenix player and just lost, and he lost twice to him. And it's just like, oh, the guy I've never heard about just beat me twice. It just happens.
Yep. It
That's
just
why
happens. And then I
it's
lost to a Japanese guy player too. I was pretty mad because I thought I knew the matchup, and then he just kind of destroyed me with unblockables that I'd never seen before.
And that's another thing in Marvel with the Japanese guys. People really do not watch Japanese Marvel as much as they should. And some of these random Marvel Jap cats are gonna come out and destroy people and just do weird shit and pick weird characters and just wreck face because the Japanese are very good.
Yep.
But they're just not, American good.
You just have to make sure to go into every match, like, not like you're playing grand finals at Evo, but you gotta show respect to everybody that you're playing at Evo.
Definitely. I remember SCR, I'm sure I told the story before. My first SCR, I was playing against this guy who's on his pad, and he's just fucking mashing with Hulk. He's just fucking going crazy. And I almost lost him. It was 3-2. And I was like, oh my lord. And like, I did okay in that tournament too. I got 17th, I think. But like, I almost just straight up lost to this really terrible Hulk player who was just fucking smashing and like, going crazy. So, you can just get random out sometimes. I mean, Zach Bennett lost to a Hulk player. I mean, it was a 2 out of 3, but Zach Bennett just got,
Is
played to
there
lose by
confirmation on that yet?
Hulk. It is 3 out of 5.
It's 3 out of 5?
Yes.
Because I remember before, like a little while ago, they were still up in the air, sorta, about it.
No,
like,
if they did 2 out of 3, they wouldn't hear the
people would riot.
Yeah.
You would riot. And then that would be it. But you're not entering, so it doesn't matter.
I am entered actually.
Oh, you are entered, but are you?
If you see, I'm in LLND's pool. I forget which one it is. I put a special message there. J45.
I'm just kidding. I highlighted it and then zoomed in on it.
Yeah, LLND is playing me first round, but spoilers, this is an announcement. I'm not playing in the tournament. I am working full time as Spooky's Mini Spooky. I am Mini Spooky for the entire tournament on the main stream. So I will be doing that for 16 hours a day and then dying at night because I'm going to be playing money matches and drinking. And then I got to wake up in 30 minutes and then do the same thing over again. So I'll probably be dead.
You won't be dead, but you'll be dead.
I'll be fine. I'm probably going to take the day off after Evo though. Now that because like I was thinking because I made my flight specifically so I wouldn't miss work on Monday, but at this point I'm just gonna be like fuck it, I'm just gonna call in sick or something. Fuck it, I don't care. Like I just don't want to go to work after Evo because it's gonna be like crazy.
If you guys have any questions, you can send them to @HarrisonSBA and @Honzo Gonzo. While we're have some dead time, the next tournament that I'm streaming, by the way, on IPLAYWINNER.com or twitch.tv/IPLAYWINNER is Wyoming Dojo 13 on Monday after Super Desperation Radio. So if you guys want one last tournament for Ultra Street Fighter 4 and Super Smash Bros. Melee before Evo, that'll be the place to go. Because Curly will be over by that time, and then it'll be pretty much time to pack it up and head to Vegas at that point. I will be doing this show, falling asleep, and then getting up at 5 in the morning to get to a car to drive to San Francisco to drive to Vegas.
What time are you guys leaving? I know this is not unrelated to anything. What time are you guys leaving?
7.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Fuck that.
I'm not driving. So, whatever.
I know everyone. Guy in chat. Peace million. I met you last year. What the hell? I remember people's names. I don't know if I put you on the list though.
Should we start questions? I think what we'll do. I'll do Street Fighter Pools next week because I haven't had a chance to look at them yet, and hopefully it'll have some time for the last minute tweaks of the pool. So hopefully they'll be the last.
I know. Ian and Max blew me up, and he said that pools are probably changed, so his notable list isn't coming out. Well, this is a subtweet to Ian. Fuck your list. Sucks. Subtweeted, motherfucker.
Not many questions this week.
I have some.
You have some?
Oh, they're mostly people going crazy.
Here's a super serious question. It's a hint. It's not going to be a super serious question. At Deucecar asks, who would win in a fight, Honzo or Anime?
Me. Anime is not real.
Anime is not real?
No, it's just cartoons. I could beat the shit out of that cartoon. I'm sorry. Fucking Roger Rabbit. Fucking cut him in half. Scissors. Bam.
Okay.
Nam Hasto asks, do you think there will be any major upsets at Evo because of either bugs or lack of knowledge in Ultra? I think there's gonna be hella. I think there's gonna be a lot because you have to understand there's almost 2,000 people playing. That's a lot of matches going on. So there's gonna be bugs. And people
I never thought about that. You know, everybody's been talking about, you know, just getting randomed out by the new 5 characters or changes that people aren't used to. But yeah, I mean, what if your Ultra just doesn't come out, or I don't know, well, it just doesn't work?
What if it clips through the hitbox and like, what if you do the Hugo thing where you try and focus him too early because he gets up 5 hours late for whatever reason after a dizzy and like he ultras you and you die? Like, you know, like there's so many weird things that some people just don't know about, and like it's gonna cause some problems. And like it's not usually that wouldn't be a case. It might happen once every tournament, like one round every tournament. But this is Evo. There's gonna be a fuck ton of games, so the frequency is gonna be much higher. And I think people are gonna be mad.
I think so too. I just hope it's not like, I don't know. I just hope it doesn't make the game look too bad.
I think it'll be fine.
Or you know what? Maybe it's a glitch and people see it like, all right, Capcom, you gotta patch the game now. There's no excuse for that.
They ain't patching it, man. At Pokemon Rival, at Hoochie.
Evo has a lot of power now, dude.
At Hoochie asks, prediction for top 8 Marvel and Ultra. Fuck, I don't know, dude. I think guarantees for top 8 for Marvel at least: Pure Balrog, Justin Wong, Chris G, and then I would say, because he's very dominant, I want to say Ramasama. I think Ramasama and then Angelic. I think those are 5 good players to say top 8. And I'll throw in another wild card, Fizzy Cups. Just fucking throw them in there. Just thumb up the asshole.
I respect that.
I think Fizzy Cups, as Angelic was the breakout player of the year last year, and I predicted that, then Fizzy Cups is going to be the breakout player of this year.
Cool.
In my opinion. Or he's going to go 0-2 and I'm just going to look like an idiot.
That's a complete possibility.
But do you have anyone for Ultra? I mean, there's so many Japanese players coming. It's fucking ridiculous.
Man.
Do you think there will be an American in top 8?
Well, we had a question. Oh, here it is. I had a question for Ultra. Mike asked, Justin Wong believes there will be at least one Elena in top 8. Do you agree? Also, why is there a big bottle of lotion behind Honzo? I should have finished that question before I asked that.
I use it for my hands.
Oh, God.
Not to jerk off. I do not jerk off.
Do I believe in Elena? Is he hinting that he's going to get top 8 with Elena? I don't know, but I can see that. Elena is really crazy, and her hitbox is broken. There's no other way to describe her hitbox. It's broken. So I can see Elena being up there. For sure, why not? She has all the right tools, right? She has the overhead, she has the low.
I think good players are playing her too, so that helps.
Yep. Absolutely.
I think yeah, probably only Elena. I'm trying to think, maybe a Rolento, maybe, but I don't know.
Man, I thought, I was thinking about Rolento too, and I just haven't been seeing Rolento.
I don't know, like Alex
literally at all. There has been none. And I'm completely shocked about that. Because he is super annoying and people just do not know how to deal with that character yet. But yeah, maybe there's going to be there's going to be a Relento at Evo and he's going to be botting people. And people are going to have no idea what's going on. But then he's going to run into somebody who knows the matchup and then it's going to be just Dunzo. And I feel like that's going to happen to a lot of these new characters, like basically all the new characters, especially DeCapri. DeCapri is going to roll over a lot of players that don't know the matchup, and then they're going to run into somebody who knows the matchup, and then it's going to be over.
So we got a lot more questions coming in.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Euphemi Brit, I can't see your name, sorry. Last year you said I could randomly spank your ass if I saw you at Evo. Does the offer still stand? Yes, everyone can touch my butt. I do not care. People do touch my butt, and I am fine with it. Harrison doesn't, though.
Whatever that question was, no. Here's a tweet from Eric. In Settlers of Catan, are the 2-for-1 resource ports overpowered?
Fuck yeah, they're dumb, dude. I don't care what you guys say.
They're good situationally, I think. If you can pair them with your current resource, then yeah, they're really, really, really good. But other than that, I tend to usually go towards 3-in-1 ports just to be safe. In my opinion, I try and stay away from 2-in-1s unless I have a lot of one resource. Or if that resource is connected to that port.
I just like getting longest road.
Yeah. The Hound asks. We have a question from the Hound.
We have a bunch of questions. Go ahead.
Will you guys be doing a live show from Evo? My guess is no.
Probably not, dude. I don't get until Thursday night, and I want to drink, sort of, and I'm going to a party that night. And I'm supposed to be doing a money match, so...
I think part of the reason why we were talking about doing a show at Evo last year was because...
We were there for 15 days.
Yeah,
and
so...
I hated it.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad we're not going there that early. But we're going to be here Tuesday. There will be a Tuesday show, like always. And we will be back that following Tuesday, so... I'm not going to say it's not going to happen, but I'm not going to say it is going to happen. It's more than likely not going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
Yes.
I thought we had a lot of questions. What's going on?
Don says anime is real, motherfucker. At Husband asks, now that Evo numbers confirm Marvel a dead game, which game will soon follow? Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's safe. Mortal Kombat X is coming out.
I think that's kind of unfair, though.
Why?
Because it's not like it might die. If another game didn't come out, I think Injustice, depending on how well it did this year, it has a good chance of coming back next year. Because I'm optimistic. Quit shaking your head.
It's not coming back, dude. Alright, I'll tell you right now.
I know, I'm telling you why it's not going to come back next year. Because of Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah.
If Mortal Kombat X was not in the equation at all, I'd say it has an okay chance of coming back. But because of Mortal Kombat X, if it comes out before Evo, there's literally no chance.
Even then, I think top 8 is going to be such a shit fest this year, and people are going to hate it. And I think after this event, I think it's just fucking done. Like, Injustice is just straight up done. Because, like, who really plays Mortal Kombat, seriously nowadays? They don't have that many people, from what I've seen. I don't see that much of it anymore.
Of Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 9.
Well, it's because everybody's playing Injustice.
I know, but, like, as soon as another game is on the horizon, they just drop their current game. It's kind of like anime. You see, oh my god, Persona 4 U2 is coming out. I'm just going to drop BlazBlue now, It's the same shit.
That's kind of unfair because you can't I don't know. It's that doesn't happen to like Street Fighter or Marvel. Because just think about the last games that come out before that. Like, I don't know. I think that's just kind of a dumb excuse that a game is dead. Like I don't know.
Do you really think that Injustice is going to be having their own tournaments?
No.
Just Injustice? Then it's going to be a dead game, dude.
It is, but I'm saying, whatever.
The reason? I don't know. I don't.
Whatever.
At Blue
It's a completely logical reason for it not to come back.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, game sucks ass. Everyone plays it dumb.
Kyle, let's move on to the next question.
At Blue Evac asks, with continual record numbers for Evo, how long do you think will it be until Evo is forced to spread to 4 days? That's a good question, actually.
Is it said to me too? I can't see it.
No.
Okay.
Do you ever think it'll go to 4 days?
No.
Do you think they're just going to manage it and have a certain amount of games and be okay with that amount of games? I don't think.
I mean, if we're just picking up new games like Injustice from Mortal Kombat X every year, then it's not like there's gonna be an infinite number of games that are gonna keep piling up, and Evo's gonna be like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, with Evo, it's not about how many people enter a game. Because say if Street Fighter had another 1,000 people play, it wouldn't really put the tournament back that much. It might probably 3 hours, 2 hours added onto it. I know that's weird, but you just schedule all those pools in the same time. It takes 2 hours, 4 hours with 2 extra pools. It's not that bad. You add another game, you have to add all those other pools, and it has to be this giant block of shit. So, not having games pile up is not gonna. It's gonna make it so it's all gonna fit in 3 days. They might do a 4-day thing where
No, they're not.
I don't know.
That will never ever happen, ever. Just
If it
it's
turns-
not
what
even
if it
a.
turns
It's
into
not
Burning
even
Man?
a. Well,
I want Burning Man.
It's never gonna be more than 3 days.
I want everyone in the desert SPO 2.0. We're all in the fucking desert.
I like how you're
roof.
opting for a 4-day event, yet you hate 3-day events. Why is this even?
I never said I dislike 4-day events.
My God.
At Don Yahosi asks, Killer Instinct has Pool 69 this year. And is that cool or what? Yeah, very cool. 79. At Dread Mage asks, what character for Street Fighter 4 and Marvel will have the biggest impact at Evo and why? Marvel is definitely going to be. It's going to be a Zero show. And probably Firebrand is making his resurgence and dominating again. But yet to be seen how Angelic and Polyman do, because with that many pools, I think Angelic is fine because he can always fall back to Wolverine, but Polyman is gonna have to go through a lot of players and a lot of unfamiliar situations, and I don't know if he can power through it with unblockables and shit like that.
You want to hear my answer?
Yes.
Wolverine, because Wolverine is stupid. What SF4 character? All the new characters, because all the new characters are stupid. And that kind of sums that up.
I think Evil Ryu is going to have the biggest impact Street Fighter 4.
I don't think so at all. I think people are way over dramatic on this Evil Ryu hype train.
At Angelic, at AZ Angelic, I'm sorry. Personally, I'm confident we're going to see more character writing in Marvel Top 8 than previous years. Agree or disagree? Yeah, I think we're going to see some players come out of nowhere. I've mentioned Fizzy Cups, but there's always more players. We have 2 strong Phoenix Wright players in the tournament now, and who have proven themselves to be very good players. And if the brackets worked out the way they do, then, we can be seeing some crazy, low-tier characters in top 8. I mean, we had Shuma last year, which is insane if you asked anyone from 2012. And, I feel like the game's branching out more, because I think I've said this before, but Morgan can only get worse, even though she's bullshit, bad, insane, and same with Zero. They can only get worse. And other characters can get better through technology, through knowledge and normals, through other players.
That's not true.
Options.
Why is that true? Because somebody's already good, that means they can't get better?
Because they already reached their potential. I don't think Zero has that much.
How do you know they've reached their potential?
I just assume. Wolverine's reached his potential and he's still very good. Wolverine's only getting worse, even though he's very good. I still think Zero and Morgan have... Nah, Morgan, probably not. But Zero is reaching their pinnacle moment. Doesn't mean they won't be good for years to come. I just think that other characters are going to start getting better as a result. Is that crazy assumption?
I think that's a little crazy. I think that just assuming that a character is good means
I said
that...
this about Wolverine in Vanilla.
Wolverine, I can see that, all right, because it's a pretty one-sided character. There's no really like deep exploration into Wolverine on how he wins matches.
But what's new with Zero? Like, it's all the same shit. I see it, and like, sometimes they'll do some crazy, like, they'll do like a new mix-up there. They just dash back and forth 15 times, but it's like, what else is new? People know that matchup. They're getting that matchup down better, in my opinion. Morgan.
The only reason that would be sort of true for characters that quote unquote suck is because they don't get played that often, and when something happens with that character that they haven't seen before, it's because nobody plays the character, not because somebody found out new tech.
Isn't that? Wait, what? What did you just say? You're saying that
I just owned you on your conversation. That's just happened.
No. If I do something to beat Morgan, that's not tech or new tech. What if
I'm saying that just because? So we see a character all the time. That means they're not going to get better, as opposed to a character we don't see all the time.
I never said Magneto
suck.
was not going to get better. I think Magneto has room to climb. I never said that Virgil wasn't.
You said good
better.
characters can't get better.
That's
basically what you said.
Never said that. I said Zero. I said Zero Morgan. Morgan, I don't believe in because no one's doing her optimal stuff.
All right, whatever. That's not what you said, but that's totally not what you said.
Never said that. I say characters reach their potential, Harrison.
Yeah, you said good characters reach their potential. That's what you said. That's what you said. Yep.
That's none of my business. Memes. Vikings Beard sent a really long one. I can't read that though. At the Hound 2 asks, Tyrese63 asks, I'm sorry, do you think X23 has a chance at all? No.
X23?
Yeah. There's one X23 player, and I believe that's Quasidomo, who's in the tournament. I think he's
oh yeah, that's right.
He can get top 32, I believe, but I don't know if he can get past that. It's real rap.
Terry says, what are the numbers for each game? They're on SRK, I think, right? Somewhere.
Yes.
I saw them somewhere. You just go on SRK, I'm pretty sure they're there. But it's 2,000 roughly for Ultra, 1,000 for Marvel, right? Roughly 1,000 for Melee.
950 for Melee.
And that's like 500 for what's the next game? Blaze Blue. KOF is like 3 something, right? Or is it more? Or is it 500?
500 is shit.
I can't remember. And then Injustice is like 330, and then Tekken is like 270 or something like that.
At Don Yahoozy asks, do you think the 30K BBCBP investment will actually increase viewers / participation since they only cater to the top players? No, I don't think it will matter. I do not think it will matter one bit. The only interesting thing about that whole thing is that the top placing American player actually gets a $5,000 pop bonus and a flight to Arc Revo. I think that's crazy and very interesting because it's not going to be about winning for a lot of these American players. It's going to be about being the best American player because the Japanese are arguably better at the game than a lot of the Americans, and I still think some American players can beat the Japanese. But it's going to be more interesting seeing the dogfight for best in America, in my opinion, than seeing who will actually win the tournament. And if it's between American players, then it's all the better. But that'll be interesting to see.
Angelic response to the conversation that we just had with, I agree with Honzo, because oftentimes nobody wants to put work into low tier, so they get more benefits from aging. I agree, I guess. I don't know. What would we even? I don't understand what we're getting at this conversation at all. Whatever.
It's my Wolverine theory that I've had since vanilla, and it applies to other characters.
Okay.
You just disagree with it because you can't handle my thought process.
I don't even want to continue that conversation. Anyways, last question of the day, of the night, of the show. It's not even a question. It is.
What?
Fizzy Cups says, make Honzo do the gas pedal thing, please.
Gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal.
Wow. That's it? That's what he wanted you to do? Oh my god. Do you have a Honzo story before we wrap this up?
No.
No?
I really didn't do anything. Nope. I didn't do anything this past week.
Pack it up.
I went to Popeyes 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I recognized the trees. That's how I knew you were at Popeyes, because I was there yesterday. Or the day before. That's how I knew.
Yeah. Had to do that.
Alright. I think next week is going to be more about Super Street Fighter 4. Or, I'm sorry, Ultra Street Fighter 4. I'm still getting used to saying that.
Yes, and as well as reporting on Curly. So.
Yep.
We'll have more Ultra content for you. And I'll look into seeing if other games people care about, if they want pools for their games up on IPLAYWINNER.com as well.
Yep. Thanks to all the new people that send us questions, like Angelic and Fizzy Cups. Maybe Angelic sent a question before, but it's been a long time. And Honzo Gonzo is about to do something with himself, so I'm going to end the show. If you guys like the show that sucks, make sure you guys follow me at HarrisonSBA, Honzo Gonzo at Honzo Gonzo. If you guys think we both suck, if you think Honzo Gonzo shouldn't be doing this with his hands right now, you guys should follow IPLAYWINNER, Twitter.com/IPLAYWINNER, Facebook.com/IPLAYWINNER. Make sure you guys follow the Twitch channel that you're currently watching. If you're not watching it, if you're listening to this on MP3, twitch.tv/IPLAYWINNER. The next tournament, Whammy Dojo 13, after Super Desperation Radio on Monday. IPLAYWINNER.com. You can go to the podcast section and you can check out every single show in YouTube or MP3 format. That's the end of the show. Peace, guys.
Bye. What's the name? The hard eye rock.